Alright, so boom. Lil Boat. This timing is perfect because Yachty was the inspiration for one of my recent videos, rap songs I thought would be trash. And he was fire in the song that I talked about in that video. So it's time to see if I'm sleeping on this man in general. Keep in mind that if a song is not in this video, it's because I already know the song. So tracks like NBA Youngboat, One Night, Peekaboo, Minnesota, Wah, are not going to be in here. Or a song won't be included simply because I didn't choose it for the video. So let's get to it. The first song I selected for my personal pick, of course, is from the Lil Boat mixtape, and it's called Out Late. I will admit off the rip, I went into this track with very low expectations based off the vocals at the very beginning. The moment I heard that, I went, oh hell no, don't tell me the first song is already garbage. No, Yachty. But this is what happened. I don't know how to classify it. I guess it would be guilty pleasure, but I have this thing where sometimes a song having whiny, corny, or just flat out lame singing about love, that's the exact reason why I end up enjoying it. I don't know why, but when I hear a cheesy love song made by a rapper, sometimes I end up rocking with it. I've given previous examples of this on my channel before. Two other songs that fit this example are Honey Bun by Kodak Black. I'ma call her Honey Bun. I've been looking for you. Ain't nothing changed since the last time I talked about that track. I still love it. Lil Kodak. Another example of me liking a cheesy love song is Put It On Me by Roscoe Dash. And I just wanna get you all alone. You got it going on. And I can tell by the look in your eye. This song Out Late by Yachty, I gotta put it in the same category as those two songs. The entire track is him singing, girl, it's just me and you my favorite boo, these other bitches ain't got nothing on you, and that's really it. This song has one verse and there's really no substance to it. It's just this super auto-tuned, cause with you I like to stay out late, all night and all day, just me and you, my favorite boo. Like, this is cheesy as hell. But I was listening to it like, yeah. I'm glad I ended up liking it because, like I said, after the first few seconds, I was expecting the worst. There are two lines in here that did make me think the song was actually about Yachty talking about him and his gun and not a woman. And it was when he said, when you riding in the wheel with me, I feel so safe, I feel so goddamn complete. I was like, he must be talking about the strap because he would sound like a whole bitch if he really meant, I feel so safe with my girl in the car with me. But even then, it's just that one line that can be about his gun. Because other lines like other bitches are broke and they ain't got nothing on you doesn't make sense if he was talking about a weapon. This song is not good at all, but I have a thing for cheesy love songs. Cause with you I like to stay out late, all night and all day. Let's go on to the first recommendation from Twitter. I really hope y'all sent me all bangers. Recommended by @NicoleYou'rePretty is the song X-Men featuring Evander Grimm. Okay, we got our first song from Teenage Emotions already. The main thing I know about this album is Yachty always defending it by saying he didn't like being scrutinized by people for not making lyrical serious rap, and that he just loved to make music for fun that you can party to. Now, shout out to Thomas Mann and 30 Rock. This bass and the distortion effects on this beat go crazy. Your speaker's gonna be pounding listening to this. And one thing that matches this great beat is Yachty's energy and voice. X-Men is not about anything at all. It's one of those ignorant turn-up songs. It's really just a flexing song talking to the haters. But I will give Yachty credit that he has a really energetic voice on here. And him having that voice makes me like this style of his. You going down here like Gumpy Cut. My bitch upscale, she a fancy slut. I want a brand new Bentley coupe. I don't really fuck with that Bentley truck. This is what I mean. His energy is cool, but it's pretty stupid lyrics. Bro, especially the last part at the very end of the second verse, that was ridiculous. You shouldn't want beef from the start. Everywhere I drive, I leave marks. All of you niggas is marks. You stinky and dirty like farts. You stinky and dirty like farts is top tier trash bars. But hey, some people out there would be willing to ignore stuff like this just to have fun. Really quick, a song that's not going to be in this video, but I did listen to it separately while working on this video, is the track Cortex. This song is boring as all hell. The whole thing is that soft ass, yeah, what? I'm smashing your bitch. What? I'm out here getting rich. I was like, this is terrible. If Yachty got more songs like that boring ass track, I don't think I even want to hear them. I would rather listen to these hype tracks. Evander Grimm on the hook ruined this song for sure. The track already wasn't anything great to begin with, but when his ass shows up, the track goes from being a cool track with a hard-hitting beat to just sounding like a super generic ass SoundCloud song that any person can make in their bedroom. The hook by Evander is pretty ass, honestly, and lyrically the song is just a bunch of random nonsense. This is one of those turn your brain off and just enjoy how it sounds kind of songs. Now, hella people recommended this next track as a beautiful song from Yachty's newest album, Let's Start Here, so this better be great with how much y'all was hyping this up. Recommended on Instagram by @RealKingBilliam_. It's the track The Black Seminole. Okay, so this is actually the very first song on Let's Start Here. So if this is the track everyone is hyping up, that means Yachty started this album off on a high note. This track sees Yachty likening himself to the Black Seminoles, who were groups of blacks, whether freed slaves or runaway slaves, whom back in the 17 and 1800s lived with the Seminole Indians of Florida and would help the Indians fight off their land from European invaders. The Black Seminoles were praised during their time for their intellect, their bravery, and their aggression when it came to fighting in the wars that they were in. Yachty more than likely made this reference to connect how much he wants to succeed in this new style of music from his previous sound. From being a SoundCloud mumble rapper using typical trap sounds, Yachty has already evolved from that and got into the diverse styles of punk, psychedelic rock, and neo-soul realms of music. And he wants to be praised for how well versed he is for doing that. Now, this may trigger some of y'all, but I personally believe that Lil Yachty's vocals did not add anything to this song. Where Black Seminole shines is this gorgeous ass production, and it's what makes the song enjoyable. Seriously, Yachty just being on here with these vocals sounding so faded, like he recorded them down the hallway. His verses sound like a sex symbol, the Black Seminole, African Rambo with more ammo. Can't be escaped, I'm on every channel. His lyrics and his voice in general adds nothing to this song for me. This guitar, on the other hand, the solo interlude around the 2.5 minute mark, my damn, you can just get lost in how beautiful this sounds. This track almost lost me in the last 2 minutes or so. For the people who are big fans of this track, you already know what part I'm about to bring up. The track slows down a lot and it feels like it's about to end, but once it reaches the 5 minute mark, Yachty just goes for a long time. It gets better and it sounds good as it goes on, but the first few seconds was like, my gosh, what the I thought the song was about to end. I really don't know if this is unpopular, but Yachty got completely carried by this production, if you ask me. If this song didn't have lyrics and it was just the hums and the periodic screaming and screeches throughout, that would have been better to me because these two verses didn't do anything. I can already tell that this next track is about to be something with a completely different vibe just based off the feature artist that's here. Recommended on Instagram by @HaitianGirl_with_an attitude. It's the song Talk to Me Nice featuring Quavo.
Look at the ice and the way I rock these jewels. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice, I pull up and I come through.
The whole time Quavo's part was playing, I felt like I was listening to a Culture 2 throwaway. And I was not surprised to find out that this song was produced by DJ Darrell, who produced almost half the songs on Culture 2. 10 out of the 24 songs from that album was produced by Darrell. And the album that this song is from, Lil Boat 2, came out 2 months after Culture 2, so they definitely found Quavo during that time where a lot of his songs sounded like this. So hearing this track, Talk to Me Nice, I was like, this is just generic Quavo at this point. There's nothing special or fire about this song to me. This entire track is just a flexing song and has Boat and Huncho bragging about guns, designer clothing, and jewelry. Y'all know the routine. If you heard any Migos song in your life, that's what this track is. Yachty's part I didn't even care for. 20 years old, I'm 12 rooms in, I'm fucking this hoe from the West End. Add up them numbers they pack in. Check so big, make your back spin. 30 round clip, get your butt chin. Sleep with the chop on the nightstand. Season the coupe, getting suntan. Stay with the stick like I'm Sandman. And then for Quavo, it doesn't matter how many ad-libs he throws in, he doesn't do it for me either. Niggas love thoughts, stir fry cooking pots. The combination of Quavo's typical everyday sound, who the song is produced by, and the generic flashy lyrics, there's absolutely nothing special about Talk to Me Nice. No catchy hook, no funny lyrics, nothing. This song was very boring to me. It's cool, it's not bad, but it's like, I just shrugged after listening to it a few times. I'm like, okay, this is basic Migos. The only thing I will give this track is Quavo's humming throughout it. That is cool. As the song is going on and you just hear him in the back like, ooh, like that's nice, but everything else, no. I'm gonna need something really, really good to make up for Talk to Me Nice. So let's see if someone on Twitter hooked me up. Recommended by @D3TheBubby is the song Yacht Club featuring Juice WRLD.
I've been sipping lean, trying to slow me down. I need me a bitch that'll hold me down.
Here we have our first and only song from Nothing to Prove that's going to be in this video. And fortunately, it was a positive recommendation. I'd rather listen to Yacht Club over. The thing about this track is that you can tell they were both freestyling this and just going back and forth together in the booth saying whatever came to their mind. The song has a very casual, I'm just shooting the shit with my homie kind of feel to it. And it doesn't feel like they're rapping. It feels like they're just talking to each other. They talking about getting head from bad bitches, having a strap ready for niggas that's about to test them. And unfortunately, when it comes to Juice, he couldn't resist bringing up lean and cert. The track has only one verse, and the main part of the song where it just feels like they're talking is towards the latter half of it, when they start joking about, I'm so rich I could smash a porn star, and Juice says, but unlike Drake, I won't get her pregnant. And then Yachty jokes around and was like, you better than me, homie. If I get a bad bitch porn star pregnant, I might have to shoot the club up. I'm a young king, I might Alexis Texas, but I ain't no Drake, I won't get her pregnant. Damn young Juice WRLD, boy, you reckless. And I feel you until I get her naked. When I get up in it, I might have to stay in. Well, if she going like that, let's run a train then. I think I nutted in her, I might need a playpen and a stroller.
I get this deep, we rode her like a rover. No games, but I Xbox controller.
I was listening to this like these boys are silly as hell. Yacht Club is cool, man. Juice WRLD's voice is a highlight here, and a song like this just makes you appreciate how he could be goofy and still make an enjoyable song out of it. This next track I'm interested to hear because this title seems pretty unique. Recommended on Instagram by @king_jer is the song Concrete Goonies.
Niggas know it's us, that's why they mean mugging in public, cause they hold with us. Send a bad bitch to the store.
I am biased as a motherfucker, man, because Concrete Goonies is easily my favorite song in this video so far, and this just so happens to be the song where he's rapping using a Detroit style. The trying to catch the beat flow, that is so humorous because it makes stuff catchy in a very odd way, and Yachty pulled this flow off perfectly. This style be working a lot thanks to Energy beats. When I hear Energy made this one, I know I'm about to hear some funny ignorant stuff. The track only has one verse, and by Concrete Goonies, he simply means him and his homies are from the streets and they do typical street nigga stuff. It's crazy, but it's true. The diamonds look blue. Lately, I've been thinking about putting my dick inside Cali Uchii. 9 times out of 10, my bitch ex was a big doofus. I might be on the mall in the corner counting big Uchis. These bitches bought as fake as they bags. That is not Gucci. I fucked and didn't pay the bitch shit. Nigga, go and sue me. Another cool part for me is when this fire beat suddenly stops and Yachty goes, where is my jeweler? And then he goes on to say even more silly stuff.
Where is my jeweler? 2 million in cash, I ain't both. I'ma say I'm some cooler.
Where is my jeweler? 2 million in cash, I ain't boat. I'ma say I'm some cooler. Cooler than a bitch ex-boyfriend flexing his moolah. High school, a nigga been lit, almost fucked my tutor. People who aren't used to Detroit style music hear stuff like this and think it's so garbage, but I love it, man. Shout out to, wait, who recommended this again? Shout out to King Jer on Instagram. Yo, good looking King Jer. Bro, this song is about for real. This is the only track from Michigan boy Boat that's going to be in this video, but I looked at the track list and saw that he has songs with Babyface Ray and Baby Tron on this project, and a song with Sway Lee, so I really gotta check those out. You can keep the song Dynamic Duo with Grizzly though. I've heard that before, and that song indeed does not slap. I actually think Yachty is the one that made Dynamic Duo not slap, but the next track, we got a Trippie Redd feature. Trippie, Come on now, you been my nigga this whole time, ever since I made those worst and best XXXTentacion songs videos. So come on, man, don't let me down. Recommended on YouTube by Totally Active is the song 66 featuring Trippie Redd.
High school, 7 bands, dropped out, now I'm rich, flexing till I'm 66.
Talk about a disappointment, man. Oh, Yachty, you done goofed on this one. You done goofed. 66 is once again a flexing, having money song, and I'm already getting the feeling that most of his music is about that. Well, everything before Let's Start Here. I'm sure he switched it up when he got to that album. But yeah, 66 is Boat and Trippie saying that they're going to ball out and be some getting money niggas until they're 66 years old. I have no clue why they specifically chose that age, because typically rappers say stuff like, I'm gonna get money until my dying day, I'm gonna be a hustler until I leave this earth, or something like that. But Yachty notably says, I'm flexing until I'm 66, so we gotta follow up with Yachty in the next 40 or so years to see what's going to happen to him when he reaches that age. Trippie did fine to me here. This time around, his voice and singing really hooks you in, and even if he's saying basic stuff too, he can make it sound good.
I just put up in a Bentley, oh that hatred go right to your fucking kidney.
Yachty, on the other hand, my issue with his performance is that he didn't change his singing style at all throughout the whole song. No high notes, no different melodies. The entire song, he kept singing in this same tone, like, racks up, pulling up Bentley truck, see me, keep it tucked, bad bitch, bubble butt, 14, high school, serving beans. He doesn't change his delivery at all from the hook or into the verse. 20 bitches and they all coming with me, side by side, me and Trippie in a Bentley, ay, and I bought it, ain't no renting. Baby girl, I'm tryna fuck, why is you venting? In 2016, I grind harder than your skate team. 2018, I need at least 8 rings. If he would have switched his voice or switched how he was singing, I would probably rock with this song heavy. But because he kept using the same tone, I was getting bored listening to Yachty's part. I'm like, man, can you say at least one line a little differently to add to the atmosphere? Especially on repeated listens, I enjoy Trippie's performance more. But I think part of that is due to hearing Yachty's monotone sound that anyone else on here would have been a welcome change. This production is way too good for this to be another flexing song by Yachty. That's another thing right there. This production is beautiful and is actually one of my favorite beats already that I've ever heard from a Yachty song. But it's like, damn, he kind of ruined the beat. I was so disappointed in this that I immediately went to go listen to Concrete Goonies afterwards because I needed a refresher. Trippie Redd didn't disappoint me. He was fine, but Yachty, Y'all sent me one of the mid Yachty performances. Let me do another YouTube recommendation then to make up for that one. Recommended by Nick D on YouTube is the track Lexi Sub.
No, it's love, sexy love, I need you now.
If this man Yachty ruins another fire beat, I'm going to lose it. Bro, it is insane that I would rather listen to Out Late than listen to this. I am not joking. Give me all night and all day, just me and you, over this. I need you on the low, I need you on the high. Like, like this love song is weak, Yachty. So the spelling of the song title is not incorrect. It's actually called Lexi Sub instead of Sexy Love. But this song has Yachty singing about how when he's with this special woman, all of his problems go away. All of his issues go out the window and are non-existent when she's around. And whenever this woman needs a shoulder to cry on, she can come to Yachty and he'll be there for her. Lexi Sub isn't even cheesy or has a humorous vibe to it. This nigga legitimately tried to make a touching love song on this one. And it's just sad how unenjoyable this is. Well, Yachty himself is unenjoyable because this beat, whoo! Cash Cobain did a really good job. Like, he saved this song from being horrible. The production alone, I see why people will listen to the song for that. Because Yachty over here like, I like mine older, I need that when you coming over, and we both got ours, mine's a rose, hers a rover, no it's real cause I still wanna eat it when I'm sober. This man even pronounces the word cry with a Q. He pronounces cry like quai. Peep when he says kiss your forehead when you cry, could use my shirt for tissues. Listen.
I'm with you. Kiss your forehead when you cry, could use my shirt for tissues.
I gotta pack this song up too, man. Great beat. Yachty's performance is not where it's at though. Hold on, let me say this. Don't think that I'm saying that he's trash on this song. Because if he was garbage on here, I would easily say that. I don't think he's garbage. It's just like this beat is too fire for him to be coming in with this weak ass singing. I'm just not really impressed hearing this, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. With some of these songs, I just be shrugging. Like, this song is alright, but nah, man, Yachty, you could have did way better on this. So I really don't think Yachty is trash. I'm just disappointed by some of these tracks. Okay, so both of these YouTube recommendations let me down. So I'm gonna try YouTube one more time. This is the last recommendation from over there anyway. So let's try this again. Recommended on YouTube by JVF714 is the song Split/Whole Time.
Nah, whole time niggas hold shit down. Yeah, whole time niggas never let niggas keep 100 round.
And here we have our first and only song from Lil Boat 3. This track is split up into 2 parts and it's 4 minutes long. The first part, Split, is only 1.5 minutes and it has 1 verse. And the other 2.5 minutes is the Whole Time part, and that has 2 verses. And I'm gonna tell you now, Split is way better than Whole Time to me. Split is a generic trap record about having youngins that will shoot for him and him having money. I solely like this one because his voice sounds better and his flow is more tolerable to me. I'ma rap till the beat is over. 2 Chanel bags the same price as my mink sofa, and I move like the King Cobra. Slamming the mouth, dog, I didn't have to think it over.
This little bitch, I'ma bend her over. I don't call the gang, I'ma send her over.
I liked his flow and his voice on most of this one, but hey, I guess that's why this part of the song was so short, because he wasn't really talking about anything. Whole Time is Yachty, in addition to, once again, talking about hoes and money, he also shouts out his bros. Everybody that he's ever considered gang, he shows appreciation to them for holding him down and staying loyal to him while he was on his come up. And that now that Yachty has made it, he's going to show love back to the people that helped him get to where he is. And that goes for brothers, peeps, dudes, fellas, dunnies, comrades, whatever the fuck niggas is calling each other nowadays. Honestly, I don't like his delivery on this one. And although the beat is cool, I gotta put Whole Time in that sleepy category. When Yachty raps in that unenergetic style, it hardly ever works. And this song is an example, where he's all like, yeah, young nigga earn that. Don't speak on no shit you don't know about. Before you speak on it, gon' learn that. Shit, yeah. For real, keeping this shit for real. 3 and 2 like Shaquille. I don't even know how to feel. By the time I got to Split Whole Time, I realized something. Yachty does not work for me as a trap rapper. I know that that's what he is, but at least for most of the tracks I've heard, he's not entertaining enough to pull it off. He's not completely terrible at it. He's actually not terrible at all, but he's not great either. For me, it's his delivery on several songs that don't be captivating enough. The tracks where he doesn't have energy, like this one, or when he just completely uses random ass voices to sound different, it don't be creative. I just be like, why are you sounding like this? An example of that is, again, in this Whole Time track, where he went,
She wanna beat up a wifey. I like them baguettes, I like them emeralds. Them shits look like an icy.
The whole end of the verse is like that. Audemars bucket ice me. Where I be fucking pricey. She wanna beat up a wifey. I like them baguettes, I like them emeralds. Them shit look like icy. Different in school, check the IQ. I be more crop than an IT. This isn't fire to me. I legit hear stuff like this and I be like, this is okay, but it's pretty boring. And other times it's just ass. After finishing this track, I was like, okay, this dude for sure be getting carried by his beat selection sometimes. These beats being fire are the only reason why I haven't called some of these songs flat out terrible. So I'm kind of half and half on this song. I like Split, but you can certainly keep Whole Time. And now we are at the final song. Yachty, please end this on a high note, cause I ain't been rocking with like half of these tracks, dude. Hopefully the final Twitter recommendation comes in clutch. The final song in this video, recommended on Twitter by @LickLickXO, is the song Drive Me Crazy.
Just can't walk away, drive me crazy. I lose that.
Woo! This is what I'm talking about right here. Just like the Black Seminole, this production is insane, man. Everything from the keyboards to the drums. This sounds beautiful. I'm already starting to think that this whole album has amazing production throughout it. Now, unlike the Black Seminole, Yachty did not get carried by the production this time. His contribution actually helped. This track features Diana Gordon, who she herself takes up like the first minute and 15 seconds of the track with her verse and singing some of the chorus. Halfway through the chorus is when Yachty comes in from there. This is so far the best love song I've ever heard from Yachty. Him and Diana marvelously sing about their lust and love for their partners and saying that there's no need to worry, you will always be mine and we will always care about each other.
Always gonna be mine.
This song has like a jazzy, soulful, disco, roller skating feel to it. This just screams 70s soul music, and it's an amazing listen, I promise you. That is, until we get to the third verse. The last minute and some change of this song, Yachty slows the production down and he sings an entirely unnecessary verse that kind of undermines the rest of the song. Mind you, I said before how the track was about being in love and telling your partner how you need them every day because being around them makes you feel very good, right? This nigga uses the last verse to start talking about, I'm a pimp, I'm always riding around with 6 or 7 bitches, always keep that 4-5 on my hip, my cousin is a crip, me and him be swapping hoes. I was listening to the third verse and going, why the hell is this in here? You ruining a great song right now, bro, chill out. The way that he was even singing on this verse sounded like it was something that he threw in at the last minute. Riding around 6, 7 bitches with no tent, you can see I'm pimping. Big 4-5 on my hip, like I'm limping, never simping. One of my cousins crippin', always gripping, shit get dangerous. Always keep it played, we can swap out hoes, I'm never tripping. The third verse didn't add anything to this song. I don't even know why this was in here. So for me, I can already tell when I bump this song in the future, I'ma skip the third verse every time. Yachty has the skills to rap, he got the flow for it. Where my issue lies with him is that a lot of his songs are about pointless, typical trap topics. Bars about hoes, money, dealing with haters, etc. And just off of this video and other songs I've heard from Yachty outside of this video, I gotta say that I was not really sleeping on Yachty. This man's music was so polarizing that I had to create a new rating. So let me explain. What I mean by not really is that if I really had to choose between yes or no, if I only had those two options, my answer is more so leaning towards a no. But Yachty made me realize something. Usually when I say no that I wasn't sleeping on an artist, that means I pretty much was not enjoying that person's music at all. They be having like 1 to 3 songs that I like at most, and everything else is overwhelmingly negative. But when it comes to Yachty, I can see the potential in him. He got tracks where I'm like, okay, this nigga go crazy. But then right after that, I'll hear like some nonsense, a whack delivery, a whack bar, where it makes me go back to, oh, okay, this nigga ain't that good. The tracks in this video, I only liked half of the songs. Out Late, The Black Seminole, Yacht Club, Concrete Goonies, and Drive Me Crazy. And out of those 5, The Black Seminole, I didn't even like for Yachty. He could have been taken off of that song, and I probably would have liked it more. And for Out Late, that song is not even good. It being a cheesy, heavily auto-tuned track just makes me laugh at it. So I'm getting the overall feel that Yachty is one of those rappers that can rap really well when he wants to, but he chooses to just make silly and stupid turn-up music instead. And half of the time, he doesn't pull it off that well. For every hype Yachty track where he's actually spitting bars and sounding really nice on the mic, there's 2 or 3 songs where it's a boring, generic record or a song where he got this sleepy and dry delivery, and the only redeeming factor of the song is that the beat is good. And Yachty's singing is another thing. Some of his singing is good, other times I'm like, fuck no, baby. So yeah, Yachty got that heat in some areas, but overall, he's a hit or miss rapper for me, and I'm very disappointed.
Outro, outro.